From the Oak Wall Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hello, this is Jesse Oakley III, and welcome to the Oak Zone. Today is Sunday morning, and it is time for the Sunday Morning Chat Series. And here I get to interview a plethora of positive people that are making a big difference in their community. And today, we have ourselves a fantastic show for you, the happy people. Now, I like to interview positive people that are making an awesome difference in their community. And today, I am excited and I am thrilled to interview this wonderful guest. And I've been seeing some of her work when it comes to being a professional voice coach. And I am impressed by the work that she has done. And you know what? I think it's definitely time to interview this wonderful person that I have on the show today. So please, without any further delay, help me welcome none other than Cynthia Zhai, professional voice coach. Hey, Cynthia, how's it going?
Hi, Jesse. I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me on the show.
All right. And thank you for being here on the show because you are doing some great work. And all I got to say is keep up doing the great work and we get the chance to know more about you. And I am very excited about this opportunity.
I'm excited to talk to you.
All right. So without any further delay, let's chat. Now, how long have you been a professional voice coach?
I have been a professional voice coach for the past 11 years, helping students from all over the world.
All right. Now, how did you get your start in being a professional voice coach? Could you take the happy people to your story on the beginnings?
Sure. So, there's a saying, we teach what we needed to learn the most. So voice, specifically the speaking voice, was where I needed to learn the most when I graduated from the schools. And in my very first job, I was not assertive. I was not heard. And then I was led onto a journey to discover my assertiveness. And the voice was one of the areas that I was developing. Though I had singing background, and you mentioned that you heard me sing some of my singing clips. So I had some singing background, but there's still difference between singing and speaking voice. When I was developing the assertiveness and I chanced upon the speaking voice, that's where I realized not only I was able to sound more powerful, but also I felt more powerful. So that planted a seed for me to become a voice coach. Not until about 12 years ago. 12 years ago, I started to think about starting my own business.
Oh.
And then at the time that I was doing in-house training our own employees, I was training on leadership communication. So there were participants asking me, oh, Cynthia, how do I develop my voice? So then I realized, not only I developed my voice that people were asking me about, and also they were commenting about my voice, but also there's a market. So you cannot be passionate about something, but there's no market. In my last job, corporate job, I realized, there's a market. So that gave me the final push to decide to come out and as a professional voice coach.
All right, fantastic. Now, when it comes to doing different types of businesses, everybody has their different types of challenges. And could you describe the challenges that you face in getting your business started?
There are so many of them. Which one do we start with?
Take a pick.
So the very first one, people would always say that, oh, Cynthia, you have such courage to start a business. And so I think it was not about courage, but about the focus. Because I was terrified. So when I was in the last corporate job, whenever I thought about starting my own business, I could feel that my stomach was sinking. I was terrified starting my own business. And so I was having those thoughts in my head, and I visualized if I continue to stay in the company, and I realized that I would still live the life that I was not feeling 100% fulfilled. I was only using probably, too bad for the corporates now, I was only using 30% of my talent.
Wow.
Oh, I was not motivated, not inspired. And that's one of the reasons that gave me the final push where I visualize what could happen. So that's one thing people can also do. And the other one was I was meeting a friend, and the friend still, until today, he's younger, 2 or 3 years younger than I am.
Mm-hmm.
So when I met him, he said, I started my own business.
Oh.
So in my head, I was thinking, what, even him? So I thought, he's much younger, I could do better.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so that was another reason that made me decide, gave me the final push to start my own business. I think it's really that you need to focus on, besides the visualization, also focusing on that if you have a gift that you're not sharing it, then you will be like some of my clients now saying that, oh, I don't want to bring the songs into my grave. So those are two things that have helped me to get over that terrified feeling to finally start my own business.
And Cynthia, you just hit a valid point, is you felt the fear and you did it anyway. And look what it's doing for you, is making a big difference. And all the happy people out there, if you have that's something that you want to do and you feel the fear, remember, it's okay to actually feel the fear and do something scary, difficult, and hard, because you never know. It could definitely pay off in the end. Isn't that right, Cynthia?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
All right. Now, what were some of the best moments you experienced in your career?
Sure. So the best moments were always the moments that I heard not only just the feedback from my clients, but also when I saw the difference in their outlook. So one of my clients, when he came to me, he was depressed. He was living in insecurity, very strong insecurity. He was afraid that his boss was going to fire him. He was also afraid that his wife was going to leave him.
Ooh.
So I could see that his outlook was very dark. And so we started to work on his voice, and he started to become more confident. And during our working together, he said, oh, I just had a presentation together with my boss to the CEO. And after the presentation, I did so well that the boss said, in the future, you will be doing all the presentations.
Nice.
So I said, you become an asset to your boss. So now he's not going to fire you. He's going to try to keep you, as he will be doing everything he can. And so when we finished working together, he was asking me, he said, Cynthia, what is the biggest change you saw in me? He thought I would be saying something about voice. I said, besides your voice, the biggest change I saw in you is that you become happier.
Wow.
And then he started to share with me that his closer relationship with his wife and his daughter as well. And when I shared that story with a good friend of mine, he said, Cynthia, you are changing another person's life. It was not at that moment, until that moment, then I realized I was changing another person's life. So that was one of the best moments. And also that is what keeps me going.
Oh my, that is truly a fantastic moment. And I got to give you some kudos, because what you're doing is, people actually do the work thinking that they're going to make some type of difference. And this was a true example of making this happen. Now, Cynthia, if you were to meet somebody that wants to do what you're doing, they are inspired and motivated by the work that you're doing, what advice would you give this aspiring individual who wants to be in your shoes?
Okay, yeah. So the very first thing is to walk your talk. You have to work on your own voice. So once you are able to transform your own voice, that's where you will be able to really feel the transformation that voice can bring to you, so that you can teach other people. So that will be the first thing, that you must walk the talk, work on your own voice. And the second thing is to love what you do. love what you do and love helping people. So if you don't love what you do, if you don't love what you to help people, you won't last long, because this work is about helping other people. If you're only thinking about, oh, I'm going to, looks like now voice is the hype, I'm going to go become a voice coach, then you're just in for the money. It's like a lot of people are doing money mindset training now. You see, that's a hard thing. So without knowing whether you love it, without knowing whether you love to help people, you go in, guess what? It won't last long. So those were my two pieces of advice.
Fantastic advice. Always do it for the passion as well as the love. Now, is there any place that people could go to know more about your professional voice coaching business? What could they go to?
Yes. So there are two places they can go to. The first one is my famous YouTube channel.
All right.
So the reason we're saying it's famous, kind of famous, because we have 42.7 thousand subscribers.
Wow.
And so not only just the number of the subscribers, but also the videos we have. So we have over 200 videos there talking about voice and speaking. So people can go to YouTube, search Cynthia Voice Coach. They will be able to find my channel. And they are welcome to become the next subscriber, because I update quite regularly. So that's the first place. The second one is, of course, my website. So on my website, it's the website is powerfulexecutivevoice.com. powerfulexecutivevoice.com. That's where they will find all kinds of other resources. So there's free webinars, free video series, and blog articles, of course. So those are also going to help them get a deeper understanding of how voice training or coaching can help them both professionally and personally.
All right. And for those that missed that, do not fret, because the links will be in the description right below. So once you're done watching this wonderful interview, please check out the following links that Cynthia mentioned, and it will be right below at your ready. That's right, Cynthia?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this portion of the meeting, I got to tell you, time flies when you're having fun. And this portion of the meeting is called the shout out portion of the meeting. If you can give a shout out to anybody for making this wonderful journey that you experienced possible, who would you like to give a shout out to?
There are so many of them, so many, because the more we do our own business, our own career, we realize that we really cannot make it by ourselves. And so since you are in Las Vegas, so then another fellow coach, another mentor in Las Vegas, probably you would have guessed, is Darren LaCroix.
Oh, yes.
I will give a shout out to him. And then also, of course, Craig Valentine.
Yep.
Yeah, so those are two of the people. While I was working for my last corporate job, I was listening to their audio programs.
Nice.
Now you can see why I was only using 30% of my talent.
Oh, I see. All right, Cynthia. Very good, very good. Now, the question I have for you is directed towards my crew and my people, which is called the Happy People. And the Happy People are inspired, they're motivated, and they're excited on what they are doing, and they want to better themselves. If you can give the solid words of wisdom for my people, my crew, the Happy People, what words of wisdom would they be?
Okay. You'll be to one thing, yes, to look at your own struggle and see it as your wealth. Because you see, in early my career, I was not being heard. Especially the very first boss, she was verbally abusing me. So because of that experience, and it led me onto this journey. So over the past so many years, over 11 years, the more I do my business, the more I am grateful for that experience. Because I realized by going through that experience, I could understand so deeply the pain, the struggle that my clients are going through. So even though that not every client of mine, they are going through verbal abuse, but when they did, I could understand and relate to them very well. So I think because of that, so don't see your struggle as something that's so painful. It is painful when we're going through it, but at the same time, also see it as your wealth that probably also lies in your mission and purpose. Yes. So look at my mission and purpose is to help people get heard.
All right. And pain comes from the purpose. And you have just hit the perfect bookend to this wonderful interview. And on behalf of all the happy people that are watching right now, I'd like to thank you, Cynthia, for taking the time out to be here on the Yolk Zone Sunday Morning Chat Series.
Thank you for having me again.
All right. Now, this concludes this episode of the Sunday Morning Chat Series. If you want more plethora of positivity, go to my YouTube page, Jesse Oakley III, and click on the link called the Sunday Morning Chat Series. Here you'll get the chance for me to hear actually positive people that are making a big difference in the community, like my friend Cynthia. And if you want more positive words of wisdom, just go subscribe, follow, like, and comment, and share these videos with other happy people that you know. Until next time, you take care of yourselves and always have a fantastic day. Bye.